Yo, this is Black Mobb on a Saturday morning. I am outside of Play the Record. I'm about to go kick it with one of my favorite artists in Canada and in Toronto. They call him the chosen one. I call him a friend, Asun Eastwood. I'm about to go chill with him for a couple hours or an hour or two, depending on how the weather is. And just gonna ask him a couple questions about what he thinks Canadian hip hop means to him and all that good stuff, and what's new with him. I'm working on the weekend like usual. This is Black Mobb, and this is the Culture Files. Mobb with us. Peace. We started at Play the Record. Walking in there with Asun Eastwood felt like the right first stop. Before the cameras, before the clips, before everybody had a platform, hip-hop was about digging, finding sounds, studying records, learning who came before you. Places like this still carry that energy. You're surrounded by history, but it doesn't feel old. It feels alive. And watching Asun move through that space, you could tell this wasn't just about records. It was about foundation. The kind of foundation Toronto hip-hop still needs to stay connected to. After Play the Record, we grabbed pizza in college. Nothing too polished, just food, the game on, and a real conversation about Toronto hip-hop. That's where we started getting into what he feels is missing. The standards, the respect, the connection between generations, the part of the culture that doesn't always get documented. And that's what I keep coming back to with the Culture Files. Toronto has talent. Everybody knows that. But talent by itself doesn't build culture. Culture needs memory. Culture needs people who care enough to tell the truth while they're still in it. So I'm doing a documentary on Canadian hip hop, the Canadian sound. I'd like to ask you two questions.
Go ahead.
One, what is the Toronto sound? And after that, if you could follow up with, what is the Canadian sound?
Okay, to me, the Toronto sound is very street. I think that if you want to talk about eclectic in like the actual rhythm and the musically, because when I hear sound, I don't think music alone. I think a lot of people think music because it really should be that. But Toronto's so eclectic in our people that I think the sound is eclectic. But the street is the sound because we do better out street, whether right now it's drill. Before that, when we had all the brothers that were, even the Cardis, even Maestros, even those brothers kept it street, right? That's where they came from, and that led the way. I think we're very much, which is a gift and a curse, we're very much caught up in the street politics. That everyone, like when someone in Toronto says, yo, who's your artist that you liked? Yo, oh, he's from here?
It's a political answer.
Yeah, it's the answer of where he's from, what he's done, is it real? And I think that carries on, that's a gift and a curse. And I think that rappers, the young ones, especially I was a young rapper, I get caught up in that. That's probably what held me back from not rapping when I was young, because I was out here.
It's kind of scary.
It is scary.
Yeah.
So I came up in the year of the guns, right? Yep. 2004 was a lot. So I remember I did a show strap them times, like on the stage, because I felt like I had to. I used to walk in the mall because I felt like I had to. Now, it's the same thing happening in a different drill style. So I can't hurt those kids for what they're going through, but I wanted to know. No one really told us like this. And I think our sound is street. And that's why I think Drake kind of gets the flat, because where he's from, everyone checks where he's from, but he's made it so big that money overpowers that, right? And there's nothing wrong. He for sure seen street shit, he's around street people. Nothing's wrong with that, but that's the sound. So you kind of need that wave. Now, when we talk about musically, it has to be Drake too if we were gonna call it a sound, because that's the only successful sound. For me, I believe that our genre, our lane, that grunge, that real 90s, that real shit, because when I think about reggae dancehall, that should be our sound, right? West Indian is so West Indian. And now if you talk about Afro beats, that's even more type of that drum, that rhythm. So really the sound of Toronto really should be that. So this answer is very complex. If we're talking about that now, it relates more to where we talk about the Wu-Tang, where we talk about the Busta Rhymes, where we're talking about that type of shit, because it still has Jamaican influences. A lot of those others have West Indian influences within themselves. So when we have that grunge, like, it just comes from that lyricism of grunge years. And no matter what, if you sing it in melody, it's still grunge inside.
Yeah.
Weekend is still fucking talking about getting fucked up, his early House of Balloon shit.
Yeah.
That energy, why we embrace that is because it's raw, you know? And I think that's our sound. Canada now, that answer I never even dwelled upon. That's a great question.
Yeah.
I don't know what Canada sound is. I could just say I don't know.
After pizza, we walked through Kensington and grabbed juice. Rain still coming down, city still moving like nothing happened. And that's Toronto for real. Not the postcard version, the layered version. The version where black culture is everywhere, but not always treated like the main story. You hear it in the accents. Jamaican, Somali, Trini, African, Scarborough, Jane, Rexdale, the West End, the East End. Everybody carrying a different piece of the city. And that's what makes Toronto hip-hop different. It doesn't come from one block. It doesn't come from one sound. It comes from all these worlds crashing into each other. The food, the slang, the records, the rain, the politics, the people still outside, still building, even when nobody's handing them the spotlight.
Peace.